All right, welcome back to The Hill. So there has never been a worse time to buy a home. Prices continue to climb, so do interest rates. And that's before you even get to homeowners insurance, which is through the roof in a lot of states, especially along the coast and in states that have suffered from wildfires. Well, now the Treasury Department is asking top insurance companies for detailed data from the last 5 years. They are hoping to, quote, identify regions that could lose coverage in the coming years and will assess, quote, the increasing impacts of climate change on household budgets. That's according to an article in Politico. However, the move does, of course, have its opponents, including House Republicans and the insurance industry, who basically are concerned about getting all this data. It would cost money. It funnels down, and then prices go up. That's the argument. But is government going to solve this issue here?
Has government solved any issue over the last 50 years? Absolutely not. This should be solved on a state-by-state level. In my home state, the home of Florida, is the worst in the country on this, and if we do not solve this in the State House, we're going to have big problems.
Do you want? I think it should be. But I think World War II. The government does solve. But I think you said an important question. Well, two, keep tying this to climate change. I love it because it just makes Republicans so mad, which will just hurt Biden. But I think that this should be a state issue, not a federal issue.
She says keep tying it to climate change.
I mean, look, there are two things here. There's the politics and the policy. On the policy, it's unequivocally true that climate adaptation is important. People should be dealing with this when they're thinking about home costs, prices, how the insurance market plays into it. I think it's perfectly appropriate for Treasury to understand that stuff. On the politics, I think what the Biden administration has to do is find a way to connect to people who are feeling pain in the economy. It's evident that they are, and I would argue that across the world, we're doing better on the soft landing than anyone else is. But you still got to find a way to connect to people who are not experiencing that yet.
We don't know that there's a soft landing. It could be soft, could be hard, could be skittish or optimistic. Okay, so here's
right now it's looking more soft, but the housing, energy, and the cost of healthcare are all too high. Republicans don't have a solution on that either.
So tomorrow night there's a debate in Miami where homeowners insurance is through the roof. I can tell you. And Ron DeSantis is going to be up on the stage. Are they going to throw this right back in his face?
Absolutely. Why else wouldn't you do that in Miami? That's the best place to do it if you were Nikki Haley or one of the other people up on that stage. This has been a big issue for him. And back home in Florida, what you're starting to hear a lot of grassroots Republicans is stop running for president, come home and be our governor of Florida, because we actually think you're the best governor in the modern history of Florida, but you need to be doing your job.
And they can attack him because he's the sitting governor, and it's a governor's issue to figure this out.
So Rick Scott.
Kim Reynolds didn't get that memo this week. The Iowa governor decided to endorse the governor of Florida, so.
Which is surprising.
So here's Rick Scott, sitting senator from Florida. I'm Rick Scott. This was an op-ed earlier this summer. I'm Rick Scott, and here are 3 insurance fixes for Florida homeowners. Over the last 5 years, Florida's property insurance market has gotten way out of control. It's time for state leaders to take action. That is saying, Ron DeSantis, you failed. Is it not?
Absolutely.
From one Republican to the next. I know there's no love lost there between those two, but...
I mean, I keep saying this over and over and over again, but it's a state issue, and it is the governor's issue.
All right. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.